Libra Libra. Welcome back to Starspoken Oracle. This is episode 11 of your Starspoken weekly reading, and today we are reading for Libra, for the week of July 15th through July 21st, 2026. Look at the arc the deck has been drawing for you, Libra. 2 weeks ago, Justice, your own card, handed down its verdict and asked you to decide with clean hands. Last week, the Three of Cups poured the celebration and reminded you that your people are your strategy. And this week, the deck completes the movement with the most famous choice in the entire tarot. Where Justice weighed the past, this week's card weighs the future, and it does not let you leave the crossroads without choosing. Here's what makes it urgent. The week ends with the first quarter moon in your sign. The sky itself has scheduled your decision. Every week I shuffle the deck for all 12 signs and let the cards fall where they need to, and yours this week turned over like a door with 2 keys in it. The sky first. The cosmic weather. We are in the waxing days after the new moon in Cancer, which seated the very top of your chart, your 10th house of career and public standing. A new professional chapter began quietly last Tuesday, whether or not it has announced itself yet. This week it puts down roots. Mercury retrograde is in its final week, stationing direct on July 23rd. The deepest days of the fog are also the most revealing. Expect one last resurfacing, an old option, an old offer, an old flame of an idea, returning specifically so you can choose it or release it with full information. That is not the universe teasing you. That is the universe completing your files before decision day. Venus, your ruling planet, continues through Leo and your 11th house of friends and community, keeping your social world golden and generous. Invitations multiply, alliances warm. Mars pushes through Gemini and your 9th house, stretching your ideas toward bigger horizons. And the week's headline, written just for you. The first quarter moon lands in Libra on Tuesday, July 21st. A first quarter moon is the lunar cycle's first crisis of action, the moment intention must become movement. In your own sign, it is personal. The sky asks you, by name, to stop weighing and start walking. Leo season opens the next day. You want to enter it having already chosen. Your card reveal. Libra, take a breath. This week, the deck has given you the Lovers. Card number 6 of the major arcana. 2 figures stand in a garden, an angel spreading its wings above them, the sun at its back. Behind one figure, a tree of flames, behind the other, a tree bearing fruit and a serpent. Most people think this card is only about romance. Readers know better. The Lovers is the great card of choice, the values-level decision between 2 real paths, made in full daylight, witnessed from above. Yes, it blesses love. But its engine is alignment, choosing the life that matches who you actually are. What the Lovers means for you. Here is the message, Libra, and it lands on you with special weight because choosing is the very thing your sign was built around, and the very thing that costs you the most. Somewhere in your life right now, 2 paths are open. It may be 2 people, or 1 person and your freedom. It may be 2 professional directions, especially with that new moon freshly seated in your career house. It may be 2 versions of yourself, the one others find convenient and the one you actually are. You have been holding both options aloft for weeks, gracefully, diplomatically, exhaustingly, telling yourself you are gathering information. The Lovers arrives to say, the information is in. What remains is not analysis. It is courage. And the card gives you the criterion, which is its real gift. Look at the image again, the angel above, the sun behind it. The choice the Lovers blesses is not the easier path, not the safer one, not the one that disappoints the fewest people. It is the one made in daylight, the one you could explain out loud, to anyone, without flinching, because it matches your values instead of your fears. Justice, 2 weeks ago, taught you what your values weigh. This card asks you to spend them. One more thing, gently, not choosing is also a choice. It simply hands the decision to time and circumstance, which choose carelessly. The first quarter moon in your sign on Tuesday is the deadline the sky has drawn. Use the week well. Areas of life. In love, this is the card lovers hope for, and it is demanding. If you are in a relationship, a defining conversation wants to happen this week, about direction, commitment, the next chapter, the thing you have both been circling politely. Have it before Tuesday. The retrograde's final days give old issues one last cameo precisely so they can be resolved, not repeated. If you are single, the Lovers plus Venus in your friendship house is a classic signature. Someone near your circle, a friend's friend, someone you already half know, may step into a different light this week. The choice will be whether to let the category change. Choose in daylight. In work and career, the new moon opened a professional door. This card asks you to pick which one, out loud. If two paths compete, the stable one and the aligned one, the title and the meaning, write the values test I'll give you shortly and let it decide. A returning offer or old opportunity may reappear midweek. Measure it against who you are now, not who you were when it first arrived. In money, spending is choosing. This week, run the alignment check on your accounts. Does the money go where your declared values live, or where your anxieties live? One reallocation, a subscription ended, a fund started, a purchase redirected, made before Tuesday counts as a lover's decision in miniature. In health, decision fatigue is your real opponent. A Libra at a crossroads loses sleep not from the choice but from the holding. The remedy is embodiment. When the analysis loops, move, walk, stretch, dance the nervous energy out, and notice which option your body relaxes toward. The body voted days ago. This week, count its ballot. Your week, day by day. Wednesday, July 15th, name the crossroads, write down, in 2 plain sentences, the 2 paths, no hedging, no thirds. Clarity about the fork is half the crossing. Thursday the 16th, gather the last testimony. If the retrograde returns an old option or conversation today, hear it completely. It is evidence, not temptation. Friday the 17th, consult the garden, spend the evening with your people. Venus makes your circle wise and warm right now, and say the dilemma out loud once. Watch what your own voice emphasizes. You will learn more from your phrasing than their advice. Saturday the 18th, run the values test on paper. This is the heart of the week. and I'll give you the format in a moment. Sunday the 19th, rest at the fork, no deciding today, let the choice settle in the body, walk, breathe, sleep long. Monday the 20th, choose, privately, completely, in writing, before the sky forces it. Feel the strange lightness that follows. And Tuesday the 21st, the first quarter moon in Libra, act on the choice, say it, send it, sign it, step onto the path. One concrete, irreversible enough action before midnight. You will cross into Leo season already walking. 3 journal prompts for the crossroads. Which option would I choose if no one ever found out, and which would I choose if everyone did? What has staying undecided been protecting me from feeling? And 5 years from now, which path's ordinary Tuesday do I want to be living? Your weekly guidance. Here is your concrete assignment, Libra, the daylight test. On Saturday, take 1 page and draw 2 columns, 1 per path. But do not list pros and cons, you have done that for weeks and it decided nothing. Instead, at the top of the page, write your 3 deepest values, the 3 you would want spoken at your 90th birthday. Then, under each path, answer only this: how does this path serve each of the 3? Score nothing. Just write full sentences and read them aloud once. 1 column will sound like your voice, the other will sound like an explanation. Choose the voice. Then on Tuesday, under the first quarter moon in your own sign, take the single action that makes the choice real in the world. The Lovers does not bless the deliberation, Libra. It blesses the crossing. And watch for a sign, pairs appearing pointedly, 2 birds, 2 chairs, a fork in an actual path on an actual walk. That is the card confirming the garden is watching. Closing. So that is your week, Libra. The Lovers, 2 paths in full daylight, a values test with your own voice as the verdict, and a moon in your sign holding the door. Your affirmation for this week, say it out loud if you can. I choose in daylight. My values are my compass, my voice is my verdict, and the path I walk is fully mine. Carry that with you, especially on Tuesday when the moon calls your name. If this reading resonated, tap the like button so the algorithm shows Libra readings to the Libra souls who need them. And tell me in the comments, without details if you prefer, are you standing at a 2-path crossroads right now? Just the word crossroads will do. I read every comment. And subscribe so you don't miss episode 12, it drops next Wednesday. In a clean-skied Leo season, and the deck speaks to what happens on the path you chose. Trust the timing. The stars have spoken.